Hello there guys, this is Russian Prince with another Total War Shogun 2 of the Samurai Tournament match. This is the ITS tournament again. Round 1, Vim against Oleg Vadimovich, but unfortunately I uploaded them, I uploaded the round 2 first because I didn't wanted to put out a video yesterday and didn't have enough time to have everything pre-recorded and so on and so forth, but I'm gonna have to keep trying to pre-record stuff so that they can be uploaded in the proper order. And of course, if you watch that video, you will know who won as the player from this match. The winner here plays against whoever the match was yesterday. But hopefully, even if you saw that match yesterday and you know who advanced from this match, hopefully you'll still find this interesting. So here we go. I'm gonna go over Vim's build again. Our Ridge Pass because it's game 1, game 2 for round 1, best of 5 between these two players, Vim and Oleg Vadimovich. Now Vim has 2 Spear Levy on his right flank. He has, let's see, where's his general unit? I cannot find his general. Is it here in the center? Where is his general? Okay, there it is. So his general is actually General's Hatamoto. He is full command general, I think. No points in gun whatsoever. Then he has one 150 range unit. It's an infantry de marine with suppression fire as well. We have an imperial infantry unit, interesting choice, and a red bear rank 1 with again suppression fire on it. Again, interesting choice by Vim. And another imperial infantry, so basically 2 imperial infantry on his left flank. Really strong units, and it seems like he does have another imperial infantry here. And 2 or maybe, yeah, 2 red bears on his right flank. One of them is rank 1 against suppression fire, and this black tortoise rank 1 with just reload upgrades. So pretty interesting build by Vim overall. He decides to mix in some imperial infantry and suppression fire on like low tier, say, red bears. Quite interesting, and they can actually do quite well against melee rushes, which interestingly enough Oleg does actually have, because as you can see from his build, well, he's got Saber Cavalry rank 2 over here, Paris on Fire key rank 4 with melee attack and melee defense upgrades, then Spear Levy with morale upgrades on each hill. This is quite interesting. Or do they have morale upgrades? No, they're just vanilla, so he didn't actually upgrade morale. So he has about 4 of those at least from what I can see. Then he has Shogatai Julia, rank 6, melee defense, melee attack, and morale upgrades probably. And then Shogatai here, rank 4, Yvonne. That's the name again, melee attack and defense upgrades, I suppose. Oh, or actually maybe morale, because both of them have 14 morale. Could be the case here. So, Melee Rush by Oleg, and again we have as dojos, Archery Dojo and Farmhouse. Vim already has the Farmhouse. Oleg has the Archery Dojo, but Archery Dojo doesn't really help Oleg, whereas the Farmhouse helps Vim so much because he can kite so much better in this situation, and we will see what's gonna happen here. Well, again, Oleg does have some more cavalry units over here, rank 2, and Shogunate Guard Cap, rank 6, wow. But here comes the engagement by Oleg. He's gonna try and send in this vanilla Saber Cav. And then his general, oh, full Bushido general, forgot to mention. He hasn't popped his abilities yet. Already 1 Spear Levy has been routed off the field. And Oleg is, not Oleg, but Vim is kind of boxing up against this. The thing is, Spear Levy here will do a very nice job at stopping Oleg's charge. So here he got some shots off as well, but didn't really kill the proper units. But, I mean, this is a weird attack by Oleg. Sure, he's getting red bears. Now Vim should be turning around these infantry units to fire at the cavalry and other units that Oleg has. This infantry de marine will actually get slaughtered without doing much. But here comes the revolver cab for Vim, and on this angle, on this side as well, Oleg has not really been able to break through cost effectively, as his Shogatai will get destroyed by red bears. They actually might be able to beat the red bears, but this cavalry isn't really doing much for Oleg. It's kind of wasting a lot of units. I mean, sure, he's attacking from all angles, but this is not cost effective for Oleg at all, I think. He's losing way too many units, and he'll lose the attrition battle, especially as the Spear Levy basically stopped his units for so long on this side here. But Spear Levy connect here in melee, so it should be able to do some damage, but I don't really see Oleg being able to pull off a win here. He did get his Shogatai through here, so maybe if he can get into the back of this Black Lotus, but just look at this Imperial Infantry duking it out in melee, and the Yarikis are now just going to continue to get shot apart. I mean, Oleg is somehow breaking through, but the problem for him is that he has very little cap to work with. Spear Levy came back here, but here comes the Shogun and Guard cap, but 44 kills, got destroyed, got shot to pieces, so again, not really too worth it. He might be breaking through, he actually broke through this flank, but it's not really gonna be too effective for him, and his general also disappeared off the field, so, well, it didn't disappear, it's still in melee over here, but it's not gonna do too well as all of his forces have been routed off the field, so game 1 goes to Vim, quite decisive, even though it looked a bit not so good for, well, I guess actually it looked quite good for Vim throughout the whole battle, because those cavalry units not doing what they were supposed to do, and Shogatai getting destroyed before they even reached the main fight. Well, they actually did reach the units of Vim, but they were down to like 80-90 men or something, so it's not really worth it for Oleg here. And as you can see by the unit statistics, Vim has so many units left. Let's see, kills, revolver cab. Obviously the revolver cab did a lot of work here as well, as you were able to see, smashing the cavalry to pieces with the revolver cab. Then like infantry, the marine actually got 128 kills, surprising considering how it was charged by so many units. It held for so long. That was really good for Vim. 190 kills on Shogatai, the Julia one, but I think part of that is Spear Levy, so not really as effective as you would normally see, but yeah, Shogun and Guard Cab not really effective here. You can see that Yariki, even despite getting quite a few kills, they didn't really get what they didn't really do what they needed to do. But anyway, currently 1-0 for Vim, so we'll see how game number 2 goes in just a second. So this is game 2 again on our Ridge Pass, and we shall see if Oleg Vadimovich can bounce back. Ooh, sorry about that loud noise. Can bounce back into this match. He's currently down 1 game, but it's just 1 game, and he used a very, very difficult rush, I suppose, to execute nowadays. But we'll see how this goes. So here is Vim's forces. Or should I say, here are Vim's forces. Again, he has full command general. Could be quite nice because of naval bombardment, but personally I still prefer having the gun on my general. Then Vim has, oh, he's actually switched it up a little bit. 2 Spear Levy with 2 Yarikachi rank 6 on his right flank. It's quite a switch up from before, and again we have Workshop and Sword Dojo, so lots of melee focused choices here. But look at Vim's main line. What is this unit? 150 range Black Bear, Imperial Infantry, and 150 range US Marine. That's all the lines Vim has. 3 lines. What is this? What is this? And then of course 2 Spear Levy and 2 Yarikachi rank 6 on his left flank, and he has 3 Saber Cav Vanilla on his left as well. It's quite the peculiar choice by Vim. Low cavalry contingent, small cavalry contingent, but quite powerful melee, like with 4 Yarikachis, and even his line infantry. It's 1 Imperial Infantry and US Marine 150 and Black Bear 150. Black Bear 150 is not really a unit that I quite like though, because it's so expensive. Like you might as well just bring, like I would rather bring, say, like Red Bear instead of Imperial Infantry or something, and instead of the 150 Black Bear being like a 150 Royal Marine or something like that instead. I think that would be a much better option. But look at him, he's getting the angles on this US Marine, and Oleg Vadimovich, maybe he doesn't think this unit is 150, but there are definitely, it's definitely level 9, so Oleg is gonna be receiving some shots here, maybe. The Black Bear does decide to fire, and it does have line of sight, but and it's not firing for some reason, but we do have something going on here. you can see that... Ooh, naval bombardment, I think. Yeah, naval bombardment, actually. Oh, it's over here, I see. So he wants to push up into this US Marine and not allow Oleg to pull back, probably. But this is not gonna work well, because look, infantry to Marine here, then US Marine here, all gonna be firing into that one US Marine. But perhaps if he has a follow-up, and look, naval bombardment is actually starting to do its work, and these guys are reforming instead of firing, so that's really bad for Oleg, actually. But he's gonna move in here, baiting the first shot with Spear Levy, and now doing the same thing here, Spear Levy baiting the shot, and now he's gonna move in with Saber Cav. Not the best angle though, because look at them, they're down to like 30 men already due to infantry, the Marine fire. Look at these Spear Levy kind of wavering right now. Same thing over here. They routed off the field, but this allowed the 150 range Black Bear to do some damage though. And here as well, we can see Vim. He's gonna move up his US Marines and get some shots off on the infantry, the Marine, and that might be quite good for him. But he's been wasting quite a few units this game though, and this engagement over here, revolvers are actually doing odd things and they're not getting the kills they need to. This is not the best usage of them by Oleg. But I didn't go over Oleg's build, and probably too late to right now, but you can see that he's actually got pretty much a gun gem. 155 range this time around instead of full Bushido, but his US Marines are getting destroyed by concentrated fire from Imperial Infantry and US Marines. But Vim's own US Marines are dying, and Vim doesn't really have too many aura units, so if this US Marine dies, he could be in some trouble. And his Vermilion Bird Force is actually gonna not be too terrible in melee against Saber Cav, but Saber Cav should be able to hold it down for Spear Levy to support. Look at these volleys from Vim's units as well. He still has 3 annoyingly strong line units. But if I was Oleg right now, I would have actually probably just camped one of the hills. Because if you get a position like, unfortunately I can't draw, but if you can draw a line like this against a rush, basically won, I think, anyway. How is he going to flank with like 3 cavalry units? If you just go for a hill, right, and then you defend it, like the tricky part is getting on it, but once you're on it, an FOTS rush is gonna have a really hard time charging uphill here or getting around, especially if he doesn't have much cavalry, as was the case here. And now Yarikachis are actually going to make it into Red Bear, so Oleg not actually properly pulling back his forces, and he definitely could because there's no real cavalry here. And again, same thing here, Royal Marines getting charged by Yarikachis instead of continuing to pull back. They're charged in the rear, so they might actually rout. He does rally, use suppression fire, but I don't think it's actually going to make a difference. US Marines for Vim getting some nice shots into the Red Bears here. And is he going to go into melee here? It does look like it. Imperial Infantry charging White Bears downhill into melee. And Imperial Infantry, you can see they have slightly better stats, and that would be because he actually captured both the Workshop and the Sword Dojo. So really well done by Vim there, actually. It's going to give him such boosts in melee, and probably that is why he's going to melee with a lot of his lines. Now we can see the Revolver Cap for Oleg actually coming around and doing damage on the Black Bear, finally doing what it needs to do, but it's a bit too late because Oleg doesn't really have too many units left. I'm sure he's gonna be able to kill this, not kill it, but do a lot of damage to it, because his units are already routed off the field, so nothing can really happen at this point for Oleg. Again, I think he just stayed too close and too spread out and didn't really concentrate enough. I mean, that's Oleg, I think. That was his problem, and he didn't use his revolvers properly either. They kind of didn't really do what they were supposed to do. Because there are 3 Saber Cav, right? Like, if you kill the 3 Saber Cav, you can kite for days, even though there are 150 range line units. So, yeah, that was a misplay by Oleg, I guess, and he didn't use... Did he use his general well? Because it has 155 range. He did actually get 100 kills on his general, so that's good. But he didn't really have enough time to get more kills on it. The Royal Marines, US Marines, absolutely wasted, I suppose. Didn't really do enough damage. Sure, they killed some Marines, but I almost said submarines, but I meant submarines. But they didn't do enough damage for their cost. He didn't pull them back when he needed to because there was going to be a melee infantry attack by Vim. And look at these Yarikachis, 203 kills, 253 kills, still alive by the end of the battle besides this one. But yeah, Saber Cav actually kind of wasted by Vim the way he used it, I think. Not particularly sure why he did that, but Saber Cav is really, like, it's super cheap, but it's difficult to use because it's much slower than Yariki. So you can't really, like, it's gonna take much longer to get into the lines and stop them from firing. Besides, like, you're gonna probably get shot a lot more as you're trying to charge in anyway. So Saber Cav is a risk compared to Yariki, I think. But I guess it can work. You have to just use it differently. But he still won this battle, so yeah, he's gonna be up 2-0, and next game will be switching to Kawabe River. So see you in the next game. So this is game 3 of Vim versus Oleg. Now we have switched the map to Kawabe River, and we're gonna see the builds of both players. Quite interested. I actually know how this battle went because I was watching it as it was happening, pretty much. So we shall see as I commentate this battle. So here's Vim's build. He has, again, full command general. He hasn't really switched it around this game. Then on his left flank we have 2 Yariki rank 2 melee attack upgrades, really efficient cav. On his right flank he has, let's see, again 2 Yariki 2 melee attack upgrades, same thing, really good cav. And 2 revolver cav, standard cavalry force nowadays in Fall of the Samurai. Well, nowadays, but I mean it's been standard for quite a while. And that was mostly popularized by Russians, the kind of offensive revolver cav, I think, mostly. But we have naval bombardment that's gonna be hitting, and not quite sure what. But anyway, Vim's build, let's see. Well, I already went through the cavalry contingent, but now let's see elite units. Well, 1 Royal Marine, 150 range, that's his elite unit. Has how many red bears? So he has 3 red bears on his right flank, and he has a red bear on his left, black tortoise force, in the center 2 black tortoise force. So it's quite cool by Vim here, the way he is using the black tortoise as a holding force. A little bit risky, but I think he's alright with it because, well, I'm gonna go over Oleg's build and you'll see why. So Oleg, he has a very concentrated and boxed force, but here we have a cool unit, rank 3 Armstrong guns, but quite difficult to use on this map. But of course, if you can get to the dojos, which by the way I didn't go over them, we have archery dojo over here, farmhouse over here, and shrine over there. So all dojos are really cool, but the archery dojo is over here. So if he gets to the archery dojo and sets up a line over here, like over the river line or something, he can camp this and just use his Armstrong guns endlessly because they're gonna just keep reloading. So that's gonna be really good for Oleg if he can do that, but at the moment he's not in the best position. But I'm gonna go over his build. So again, probably 2 revolver cav around here. Oh, Vim's sending 2 Yariki in the back. So I see 1 revolver, I don't see the other, but I think he had 2 revolvers. Then we have Shogun Guard infantry, 150 range with suppression fire, red bear infantry vanilla. Here comes the revolver for Oleg. And this is alright use. I mean, he's gonna be killing red bear infantry, and he should still have enough ammo afterwards. And now with volley from the white bears over here, Oleg should be able to trade. Yeah, he trades pretty cost efficiently. I think he only fired 2 or 3 volleys with his revolver, so has quite a bit more left. So that's, I'm alright with the use of the revolver there, but it was risky, but it worked for him, and he's able to get a unit off the field, completely off the field for Vim. So It's very good, but you can see Vim moving on the other side as well. He's kind of getting all the dojos, except the farmhouse. Now, I'm gonna go over the rest of Oleg's build. I can't see his general. Where is his general? Oh, there it is. 150 range. Again, 155 range, not 50, my bad. Shogun Guard Infantry 150 here, so basically has two of them. But here is a move by Vim. Devastating move. He charges this Shinsengumi police force, which is an odd unit choice by Oleg in the rear with suppression fire, it seems. And same thing over here. Actually, this one is vanilla and it's a Red Bear infantry. Routed off the field for free by Vim, barely losing any cavalry units to this. So that was really efficient use of Yariki by Vim, but now the revolver cav are coming. Gonna be able to do a lot of damage. So we'll see about that. But they moved up a bit too close and they might actually rout now, so this isn't good by Oleg. Shogun Guard Infantry 150 range moving up for Oleg here, but this is a problem. He doesn't have line of sight. Okay, he has on the right side, on this side, on his right flank, but he can't really shoot. And now he's gonna be forced to pull back his Shogun Guard Infantry. And he's gonna kill these two Yariki, but this is a very cost-effective trade for Vim, but he still didn't get the Red Bear. He almost got that for free, but wow, what a nice volley on the Shogun Guard Infantry by Vim. Very, very well done. So he does... This isn't as effective as it could have been, but he still ends up killing the Red Bear here. Basically, a Red Bear, a Shinsengumi police force, and a revolver, and he still somehow keeps two Yarikis. Even though battered, that's a very good trade for him. He's gonna get a final shot off on the Shogun Guard Infantry here. No, anyway, let's go back to Oleg's build. So he has White Bear Infantry over here. Vermilion Bird Force. Again, interesting choice. Vanilla. But why would you bring it as you already have Shogun Guard Infantry around anyway? So Red Bear level 1 here with suppression fire. Red Bear again, suppression fire. And Shinsengumi Police Force again, rank 1. Quite odd choices by Oleg here, but I guess he wants more staying power against cavalry. He's afraid of cavalry. Here he's getting some really nice shots off into the Yariki though, before it actually connects with the Shogun Guard Infantry. And this Yariki is gonna make it into the Red Bear, but he decides to go for the Shogun Guard Infantry instead. Probably a better choice, and now he should actually pull through or pull out of this engagement, because we're gonna have Red Bears coming around. And I think this is a mistake by Vim, but Oleg is not reacting properly and his unit isn't running in time, so he might actually get the general. Oh, and naval bombardment destroys the Shogun Guard Infantry. 150 range, 75 kills only for that Shogun Guard Infantry. So very good engagement there by Vim, the one that he took. And now Yariki for Vim will be off the field, but look at this general. Even if it doesn't rout off the field, still gonna be a huge blow for Oleg, because just look at it. 13 men, but 155 range cavalry unit. That is the general. That's quite a huge blow. So I think that was actually worth it for Vim, especially after killing that Shogun Guard Infantry for sure. So Vim now has the advantage, and he's gonna be able to decap the farmhouse as well, even if he might not be able to get it for himself right now. Oh, this Black Tortoise does get the first shot off on the Vermilion. Vermilion taking some damage, but overall, you can see that the Vermilion Bird Force is slightly better than the Black Tortoise Force. But Black Tortoise got the first shot, so it's still gonna work very well for the Vermilion. But Vermilion should still win this engagement, but it's not gonna be as effective as he maybe wanted it. And here comes some flanking shots by the Black Tortoise. Really nice usage of Black Tortoise by them. Look at this Vermilion just getting destroyed. But right now, this isn't so great anymore because Red Bears are flanking him. So if he wanted, I guess he should have actually just fired one quick volley into that unit and then pulled back his unit. But now he's actually going to move up into range of the Red Bears. I'm not quite sure I agree with this. So he's going to get this Red Bear shot for sure. And this Red Bear is definitely going to win, especially as it has suppression fire against no suppression fire. Again, of course, Shrine and Archery Dojo will be helping Vim a lot. But still, this one Red Bear will absolutely tear through what units Vim has over here. And again, weird use of revolver cap here. And he's gonna pull him back, but take so much damage. Why go in frontally when there is space to go around? And you have all 3 dojos. When you have all 3 dojos, you aren't pressed for time. So Vim is actually giving a chance for Oleg to come back here by taking these weird engagements. And now he's getting his revolver cap shot in the face, and this unit is just gonna be gone. Hasn't really done much either. Here comes the revolver again, risky move here, but he does kill the Shogunate Guard infantry. It will definitely be worth it, but they're somehow rearranging and not firing all the time. See, this is the problem with giving attack orders. They might rearrange too much, which is why I have to remove orders, even though sometimes it may fire at the unit you don't want to. So it won't fire at it because of the RNG. But look at the Shogunate Guard infantry. Okay, revolver cap is dying, but if he kills the Shogunate Guard infantry, definitely worth it, but he doesn't. And again, frontal attack with the revolvers. Not the most cost-effective way to do it. But here he comes again, Yariki into this white bear now. This will be good for Vim because there's no unit supporting this white bear, so he can get a free charge off and then pull out and then continue shooting the white bear. But Oleg should be pulling this unit away because it's not really going to be able to do anything. And here it goes. It's going to get shot to pieces, probably rout. Or it's stabilized because of general morale, I guess. Buff. So yeah, currently we still have the Armstrong guns firing into that one red bear and not really doing anything at all for Oleg here. But he is pushing Vim away from the archery dojo, which is very good for Oleg. But Vim could just... He didn't have to give up the archery dojo. Like he could have sent his cavalry around and hit this unit in the rear, this one red bear, if he wanted to, and still kept the archery dojo. But still, he's in control of the shrine, he's in control of the farmhouse, and he will also have the archery dojo for a little while longer if he decides to push in here. You can see he wants to use his Royal Marines. Well, he's playing it really safe here. Because using this unit will allow him to get free shots off on the red bear over here. So that's probably why he is doing what he's doing. 155 range general for Oleg coming around, but honestly he should have harassed a lot more with his general, but I guess he's really scared now because he took so many early casualties, making it very, very, very ineffective in combat. So he wants to make sure that he doesn't mess up with it, because if he does, it's all over. But he still has to harass with it, I think, because he can definitely go around here and start shooting Vim's general if he wants to, but he's not really trying to go for it, or even on this flank, to shoot these red bears and black tortoise force, because he does have a advantage in terms of range with his general, which he can try and abuse as much as possible. But look, this red bear infantry taking so much damage already. It's under suppression fire, and of course it's rallied, so it will stay in the fight, but still quite unfortunate for Oleg here. Look, Vim is actually pushing up red bears into Shogunate Guard infantry, but we don't have Oleg pulling back. So this means Vim's gonna get some really nice volleys into the Shogunate Guard infantry. Moving up with this unit here is, I don't think, the smartest idea, because then these units will be able to fire. And these units aren't even close. Like, he should have been flanking around this side way earlier with his units. And of course he still has archery dojo. He should be flanking with this red bear. Should have this red bear not facing frontally like this one, or this Royal Marine should be. Either the Royal Marine should be here or the red bear should be here. But I think putting the Royal Marine and red bear together is not the best choice. But here comes the Yariki charge by him again frontally when there's a second line. It's quite an odd choice, so this Yariki might actually get shot to pieces. I guess his main problem was that Shogunate Guard infantry, which he definitely wants to fully destroy with his units. He's getting some really nice shots off with the red bears over here, flanking shots into Oleg's red bear. This is really, really good for Vim, despite him not being as effective as you would hope. This Yariki has done nothing for Vim. Got a charging straight, well, not nothing, but almost nothing. Almost a completely useless unit. It's finally going to be able to get into the general and Armstrong gun though, so he might gain some value now with it if he kills those two units. but still a bit careless use of the Yari key. And it does seem like Vim is actually going to be winning this game, as Oleg does try to pull back his forces and recover, but just look at these units, they're not going to stay in the fight. Getting shot to pieces. These red bears over here can't hold out against red bears that have more morale and that have the archery dojo on their side. No way they can do it. And they're under suppression fire, I think, as well, so I'm going to use suppression fire on them anyway. Some unit of Vims. But anyway, that is game. So Vim actually takes the series 3-0 against his opponent in round 1, Oleg Vadimovich. Both of them are quite known in the Shogun 2 community, or at least were before when they were active, but a lot of people, including myself, went active in competitive Shogun 2 and Fall of the Samurai community once Room 2 came out. But it's still a very good game, and it's my Fall of the Samurai, at least, is my personal favorite Total War game in multiplayer, at least. So let's look at Vim stats. Yari keys getting quite a few kills, especially those guys that went around and got free kills on the Shinsengumi and Red Bears of Oleg. Like, they literally just charged them in the rear and they routed. That was very good stuff by them. Very well done with those cavalry units. Now, let's look at Oleg's stats. So nothing for Oleg, really did a lot. This revolver, I guess it killed the 2 Yari key or done a lot of damage to them, which kind of makes it worth it. But look at the Armstrongs, nothing. 155 range general, nothing. These 2 Shinsengumis, kind of worthless. 150 Shogunate Guard infantry. These guys, even though they got most kills on his from his roster, they didn't really do what they were supposed to do. Again, not enough kills for both of his Shogunate Guard infantry. They were wasted. But yeah, that is a match, and Vim advances to round 2 to play against Adalar. So again, that match is already on my YouTube channel. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment or subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.